Why is the class project good for your district?
I know this sounds topical and we hear this an awful lot, but I would define the class effort as truly transformational. I don't use that term lightly. By transformation, I mean it has changed the dialogue, it has changed our skill set. It's required us to change our repertoire as professionals, and it's causing us to do business differently. I never would have guessed that could happen so rapidly in a district of 5,000 students.
And now instead of dealing with logistics or even setting our goals saying we want our students to get from this level to this level, we focus so much more on the adult in the situation and what they can do to affect change, what they can do to affect learning. And that takes a collaborative effort. And what we've seen more recently, as we're now 2 years into this, is staff members to other staff members saying, you know what, I can help you here or you can help me there, because ultimately it's that teacher effectiveness that is going to make the difference in the long run.
Where you and I traditionally define teachers as being highly motivated around pay, well, that's true to some extent, but what we have found is that teachers view professional development and investment in training as powerful currency. It is a big driver, it has great cachet. Not only were these teachers, these young candidates coming to us, very young in their careers, but they were networking. The word was out in Oregon and around the state about the class project. It has a great traction for young candidates. They want to be in a district where there's a commitment that is sustained to invest in their training and take care of them for the first few years.
I can tell that even though I've only been there 4 months, because of the conversations and the energy and the investment and the inspiration people feel. In our district, I was just saying this at the board meeting the other night, nobody in our district is talking about not being able to do things. So they have less money, higher class sizes. We've lost some things in our district because of the budget downturn. And yet I haven't heard any staff members talking about those things. They're talking about the things they're going to do to increase student achievement, to work together, and what continued professional development we're going to be working for together. And I think that alone is inspirational for all of us.
And it's making dramatic improvements in what you and I, school board members, are always focused on, which is what is best for kids and what is student achievement. For many years, we would, our administrator would come to us from the high school and talk to us about our freshman failure rate at the high school level. And it was horrific. In our mind, it was unacceptable. We didn't like the numbers. And every year we'd say, we really need to do something about that. Chalkboard came along and we started the class project, and we started thinking about different ways to approach a challenge like that. The following year, after working together, they came back in that October board meeting, and suddenly our freshman failure rate had dropped to 7% and was declining, and we've seen continuing improvement on that.
You know, from where we started, we made significant gains. Now, can we say that's all chalkboard? No, it's really hard to say it's chalkboard entirely, because chalkboard is just what we are now. The way we deal with things is what we've developed thanks to the help of the class project. And so we feel like we're making gains. We still have huge steps to go, but our student achievement is coming in line thanks to the effectiveness in our classrooms.
Very quick observation. I had the opportunity to attend a conference with about 50 to 60 major urban districts in Boston last week, and it was very focused on differentiated compensation. I will share with you that I came away from that conference feeling that we are doing this work better with greater strategic visioning and engagement than anyone else in the nation. Absolute resolve. And I heard from districts in Houston and Fairfax, Virginia, and Massachusetts that have been at this work for a few years. And I don't know that anyone has the research base or the structures in place to do it as well as it is unfolding currently with Chalkboard and the class project.